The comedian. How are we doing tonight, folks? The comedian asked, looking down into the bar. Sorry I'm late. I was stuck in gridlock. And then I got out of Congress. A few of the patrons began to chuckle. The comedian smiled as his opening broke the ice, and he moved on to his main act. So I got some test results back the other day, and my doctor told me I have a rare disease. When I asked him how rare it was, he told me I would even get to pick the name. The laughter was spreading now, spreading and growing louder. Here's one I know you boys will get a kick out of. A horse walks into a bar, and the bartender asks, "Why the long face?" The horse, having no concept of human language, kicks over a table and shits on the floor. Practically the whole joint was in an uproar now. The bartenders, the patrons at the bar, the group of bikers playing pool. Even the cooks back in the kitchen. The comedian beamed with pride. I got this scientist friend, and the other day he told me that protons have mass. I never knew they were Catholic. Faces are red, tears are streaming down cheeks. A few people had fallen to the floor, laughing and convulsing. Two cannibals were eating a clown. One looks to the other and says, "Does this taste funny to you?" Glass shattered, beer spilled, and chairs toppled as more and more people fell laughing to the floor. They flailed and spasmed, crawling over each other towards the doors. So I've got good news and bad news. The bad news is, aliens have landed in every major city in the world, and their technology is far greater than ours. The good news is, they eat politicians and piss oil. One man had managed to stumble over to the door. He pushed against it, but it wouldn't open no matter how hard he shoved. Chained shut from the outside. Eventually, he collapsed against the door, still laughing. Did you hear about the guy who put glitter on his balls? Pretty nuts if you ask me. Faces were turning blue. Eyes are bloodshot. Laughter became gasps. Well, it's about time for me to wrap things up, so I'll leave you with one of my favorites for the road. What do you get when you have a politician buried up to his neck in sand? More sand! The bar fell silent. The patrons and employees lay sprawled out on the floor, unmoving. You've been a wonderful audience, folks. Remember to tip your waitresses. With that, the comedian walked away from the bar's skylight and climbed the ladder down the roof, leaving the container of modified nitrous oxide gas still hooked up to the ventilation system. He walked back to his car with a spring in his step, whistling a merry tune. He really knocked him dead tonight.